Hopefully everyone's having a good evening, good Friday evening. Gonna be playing some Forza Motorsport today, going straight into multiplayer mayhem. 2 hours of that. Let's hope everyone can keep it clean on the track. Let me just load up the game. It's quite dark on my camera. I think the light I'm using is quite rubbish. I need to replace that. Ooh, that might be quite loud, yeah. There we are. Oh, why did that not load yet? Oh, there you go. Finally. Haven't played Forza since the last time I streamed it. Just gonna check if the stream looks alright. Right, I think it's all all set up. Right. Okay, let's jump in. Hopefully everyone is having a good Friday evening. I have a bit of a cold. Okay, what's new? In Forza 1, not much new. I mean, there's no new tracks. This is just endurance tour, which not really gonna be doing today. Yeah. Still not much going on within Forza, sadly. Right, what should we... Ooh, that's pretty good. GT3, medium 20 minutes on Maple Valley, or it's quite a long one. Watkins Glen, Proto H, Indy Cars, Specs events, endurance series. Ooh, nice. 60 minutes of endurance, Watkins Glen. Short one, Mazda on Nürburgring Circuit, Virginia, no. Some good events here. Right, I think, it's also Fujimi Kaido. I think we start with this. Yeah. Can't remember where I have to position my camera for Forza. I think this corner is alright, because that only covers the acceleration gauge, the speedometer. I think, maybe, can't remember now. We'll find out. There is a video on my channel released this week about all the Xbox drama. Oh, well, sort of a drama. I think a lot of people overreacting.
After you pass under the bridge, you'll be uphill into the right-hand elevator bend, which halfway through
Right,
is a steep descent. So be
what
sure
should we
to point
choose?
properly
How far
before
we
you
are
get
with
back
some of
hard on
those?
gas.
Okay, Porsche is 37. I don't want to get them all to 250, so let's try Porsche. Okay, how long is this? The event itself, how long is the event? Doesn't really say. Right, let's just change it to soft to see how we can do it on. Oh, it's 13 laps, okay. For now, we just want something for the quali. We're gonna do a few practice runs and then do straight into quali. I'm just gonna position my camera. So, I
10
think.
minutes till race start.
Yeah. Can hear you. I think here is good, because then you guys can see. Well, there you go. Because the only thing that you guys now missing is the car logo in the laps, but Wi-Fi all over the place. Sorry, I got quite a bit of a cough, so if I cough, I'm very sorry for it. I might actually try it and start last. It's gonna be a full lobby, I think. But then, if I can qualify in the middle, I don't think it's gonna be good for me to qualify it. If I qualify around middle, it's gonna be a mayhem. If I just don't qualify and start last, that might be slightly better. At least that's what I think. Shall I just do that then? So I'm just checking some settings. We'll be back in the game just a second. There you go. Right. We've got only 5 minutes. Event info. Which I can't really change anymore.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
Because I could qualify around 5th, maybe even further, and I think it's gonna be a full lobby. Yeah, 24 people. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some more practice laps. Okay, so this didn't count because I hit the guy. But I think I could be around 6. So it just might be better not to do any. And also, I could just check how good those tires are. I reckon if I do mediums and I put 13 laps. Okay, so I won't need to stop. Hards, okay. 2 mediums. Soft, I have to try stop. Okay, so the plan is go to mediums, medium, basically around medium, unless we go to medium soft. Right, so we didn't qualify on purpose. Not even sure where we are starting at the moment. 12. Okay, so quite a lot of people didn't qualify. Shit. I was hoping I'm gonna be towards the end of the pack, and I'm still closer to the middle. Okay. Yeah, I could probably qualify about around 5th, 6th place, maybe. Oh, see, this guy is doing softs and only for 6 laps, and after 6 laps it's gonna change, so we potentially could do so he's gonna be soft, maybe I could do medium to soft. Those mediums should last quite some time. Those runs, the runs in practice on softs were quite good. There we go. It's all kicking off already. Shit. Actually, it started quite nice for everyone, except me. I lost a couple of positions already. BMW so much better on rotation on that corner. come on, dude. Come on. It's gonna cost us Bobby if he fucks around like that. The corners were compromised. How the fuck? The first guy is already 17 seconds ahead. Come on. That's ridiculous. That was a bit better. It's kind of... So the leader is 26 seconds ahead, yeah? After 6 laps. I mean, come on. Come on. I know I'm not the best player, but 27 seconds ahead. That's a bit ridiculous, yeah, after 6 laps. That's basically 4 and a half, close to 5 seconds on a lap, faster than me. Now, there's not that much massive difference between those cars to be 5 seconds ahead on a lap. That's what happens when you give up on a game and there's no one controlling it anymore. I'm obviously not saying that this guy is cheating. I'm just saying that the balance is being lost because the game's not being updated anymore. So the cars might be out of balance, and you know, like guy like this that's leading now, he might have found a really good setup or work on his setup, but obviously that makes game very out of balance. Like he's 30 seconds ahead after 7 laps. That's stupid. That's 4 seconds a lap, more than 4. Where he's pulling out or off on corners, on the straights as well. Yeah, let's go in pits, change those tires. I'm still gonna stick to mediums. I'm not sure if everyone had a round of pit stops yet. Currently P10 with 4 more laps to go. I don't know, it could be my setup. My car is really hard to turn. A couple more paces gained because of the pit stop, so 8, not that bad. Started 12 without any qualifying. See, what I think about Forza, or what's very stupid, is look at my best time. It's 1:30.6. Now that time would have given me about 5th place in the qualifying, but I'm driving mediums all the way with quite heavy car. I'm guessing everyone were on softs during qualifying, low fuel and so on, yeah? So this game basically tells you that on mediums during the race you're faster than on qualifying on softs, in qualifying on softs. It's stupid. Nowhere, like, yes, sometimes in some of the racing, like in F1, sometimes you see that people do qualifying on mediums, but it's still the best time, yeah. But during the race, on the same mediums, they won't be able to do those times. And now I can just beat my time during the race, which is absolutely stupid. That should never happen. Oh, so come off. That was very stupid by me to do what I just did. I was comfortable in that same position and now I can compromise myself. Shit, a freeway battle into that corner. That corner doesn't take 3 people. Sorry.
Time penalty is 1 second.
I'm blaming that guy in BMW. He was the third one in that corner. Right, my apologies to that guy in the black Mercedes. There were 3 people in that corner. Sorry. Was it Mercedes? It looked like Mercedes from the back. Maybe it was one of the... Oh, I don't know. Was it Aston Martin then? Weird. Okay, but my laps, look at that, were quite shit, shocking. The guy won 124.5. 124.5 comparing to my 130. That's ridiculous time. Even 127 of those guys sound better than 124.5. I mean, yeah, the game is out of balance completely at the moment. I just need to change my top. Well,
Good run out there. P6.
right, I'm back. Okay, I renewed a wee as well. Okay, so do we at least we advanced a little bit with the car. What's this? Shall we do this? I'm tempted to actually check different track. So this guy was 6 seconds better on per lap. Let's say that that's legit. Yeah, there is no fault doing. Okay. That means the game is very unbalanced. Obviously, the guy found a really good setup. Works for him. Great car, good setup, good driver. There should not be a 6 seconds between me and him in the same lobby. I mean this skill only goes to 5,000, yeah, and I'm quite close to 5,000. So in this rhetoric, I should be much lower, or he should be much higher. So I'm a bit. So it's very suspicious. It might be completely legit, but I just that's what I think. Okay. Alright, what next? We still got some time. So, okay, good to Silverstone. That's quite a long race. Oval IndyCar. Road America, 9 laps. In GT3 again. Spec Series, Endurance. Short. Let's just go back to GT3. I think it's quite fun. The GT3 racing is quite fun. Road America, then Indianapolis. Pretty good racing. And again, I'm gonna be trying without any qualifying. Oh, is it a night race?
Some
Nice.
curbs here at Road America have an uneven construction that produces a serious rumble effect that can unsettle the car on acceleration if you use
Again,
too
we're
much
gonna
exit curb.
choose Porsche. Because it's 45, 5 levels off the maximum. I think I'm using a tune. Might be wrong. Let's find a tune. Maybe there's something good. I mean, this. I don't think you can have this. Because all those cars are stock, I think. Oh, maybe not. Hmm. This Aston Martin is obviously quite overpowered. The BMWs are pretty quick as well. I want to stick to Porsche at least for one more race, but it would be good to find a tune. But it needs to be stock. Because I don't think those tunes are allowed. Yeah, so you can't allow that. Right. This is only not 3 laps, 9 laps, isn't it? Yeah. What if I just go on softs then? Have a bit less fuel. Fuel for 6 laps. Actually even less. 4 laps. And then stop. Refuel. And put on mediums.
Seconds to race start.
Yeah, let's risk that. I mean, we're gonna be starting close to last, so. Okay, so you see the front guys, unless they're gonna change their mind, I reckon they're gonna start on those softs the same as me. and then change to mediums, because mediums will last 6 laps easily. Let's try that. We see. Shit, what place we starting actually? And I didn't check that. 14, okay. The thing about being on soft ones is that I have to gain positions pretty quickly. Bloody hell. Fucking hell, this car doesn't brake at all. Sorry for that cough. Fuck's sake. That's better. One more lap. I hate this car. It's so fucking strong as well. Oh, fuck me. Can't even brake enough at all. I got a sneaky suspicion you could probably do this whole race on one set of tires, like on mediums. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was horrible. Five laps to go. Okay. We'll see if that was worth it or not. I mean, one more lap. That was my mistake. If I had put one more lap of fuel, I could have done soft easily. In fact, that's what I should have done now. The car just goes fucking over the track. I'm turning, it does nothing. That should give me 2 more places. We'll see how other is going to do. I think that I could have done it soft, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just looking at the times and like the leader has gained 2/10 on me on the straight, so my car is quite slow. 2 more laps to go. Now these races will be much more fun if those pit stop will be mandatory, because I reckon a bunch of people won't stop and they're just gonna block you, which they could, which they can obviously. Like the leader hasn't stopped yet, and he's still pulling away from me. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And you see this guy that I just overtook, he didn't stop either. And my tire advantage is quite clear. But look at the leader and how hard it is for me to actually gain any time on him. This is stupid. He has all tires. And I barely gain half a second on a lap. Barely. Right, last lap. This guy is in front, his tires are completely done. Alright, so we finished 7th, I think. Yeah, because, yeah, 2-second penalty. I could have probably finished... No, I'm not sure where I could have finished if I wouldn't stop at all. Maybe 6, I don't know. my car is the worst rated. 801. Everyone is higher. And that's what, if Turn 10 would be still balancing this game, that wouldn't be the situation. Those cars would be much closer. That's one thing about it. Like with Gran Turismo, because the game is constantly supported, it also is being constantly balanced, which obviously helps racing. With this game not being supported anymore, or not as actively supported, there's quite a lot of unbalancing. I have to mute my mic sometimes, just to cough. Right, did I manage to get to level 50 finally? Yes, I did. Okay. Right, Circuit de Catalunya. Right, another race. Yeah, let's just do it. I think I might change the car now, since my Porsche is level 50. Oh, I'm gonna need to come out of the game, or come out of the lobby. Do I? Can you change the car inside the lobby? Hopefully you can. Not the best track. I mean, I like it in F1 racing. I'm not a massive fan on anything else really.
The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya
Yes,
is
you
one
can.
of the busiest
Okay,
to pass
so
Europe,
what
hosting
could we do
numerous
for
race events
Acura?
and off-season test sessions
So
due to its central location and
Ferrari
mild winter
is
weather.
level 32. By now it's quite slow. Well, maybe let's buy a car. Let's see how this Aston Martin does. Let's find a setup for it. Right, let's check this one. Obviously there is a level of how good you are in racing itself, so obviously I'm not that great, so I'm average, but we see how good this car is. Tell you what, I'm just gonna do 11 laps, right? So if we do 11 laps of fuel,
5 minutes till race start.
on hards we don't need to stop at all. But I think I will do softs, and I will do. Well, for now I need to do 3 laps anyway, but I might do about 5 laps. We'll see. Let's qualify. I'm interested in where after those 3 laps, or at least 1 lap. Right, so about... let's round it up to 16% per lap. So we could probably do 4 or 5 laps. 5 laps. Okay, so I think those tires are right for about 4 or 5 laps. 5 laps maximum. So at 5 laps maximum, and this is 11 laps race. I'm very tempted to put them on. Why is this not updating now? What the fuck? How rubbish. Okay, so 5 laps. Okay, on the softs. And then change to mediums, I guess. Or 4 laps maybe. Yeah. That's my plan. I mean, might not play out at all. But we see. We'll see. So after 4 laps, I'll change to mediums, and that should last us till the end of the race, and we should be quite quick on those mediums towards the end. And what place are we? 5th? 5th. Got sandwich completely. Lovely. There was always a risk that people will just do that. No. Fuck's sake. There's absolutely no point driving us fucking idiots like this. I was 5th, now I'm 13th. I might as well obliterate my ranking to like D. And then at least I can race with those fucking idiots on the same basis as they are. It's like you making up your strategy for the race, then those fucking idiots just run you over the track. What's the point? one more lap and then we'll change tires. Okay. We will see if this actually works. Shit. Seven. Probably me less fuel on it. This is lap 4 or 6, but no mind. Yeah, the race was quite compromised because of what happened on lap 1. But by this point I was lap 8th. And there should be quite a lot of free air now. Which is good. Which is what we need. was chasing that group ahead of me. I think that's 3 or 4 cars there. Hopefully some of them haven't pitted yet, so there'll be another overtaking. For 10th. Yeah, fuck's sake. Stupid mistake. And again, some people, like the guy in front of me, is not pitting. He quit now. I think the 9th place is the best I could have done with this after this lap 1 incidents, a few of them, which kind of ruined my race. Okay, last lap. And we finish 8th. Depends how old this guy's tires are. I don't think they're that old. Mine are already worn as well. Right, so there you go. Finished 9th, not great. Started 5th. Although it says here I started 6th. I started 5th. I'm pretty sure I did start 5th. Maybe I started 6th. Yeah, the first lap incidents were just crazy. It just went downhill from there already. Overall, I think the car was good. It felt good, better than Porsche, especially on the first lap. And because it's Forza, and because Forza is weird. So look at this. Let me just bring up the results again. Unfortunately you can't see everything here, but I did best lap 1:44.772, and I think I did that on mediums, and that was around lap 6 or 7, something like that. Yeah. On softs, where I had much less fuel, better tires, I was doing worse laps than on mediums. Yeah, obviously the car evolution, track evolution helps you with that, but that's mostly during qualifying and during the race as well. Obviously in F1 it helps, but the difference there is that in F1 the car's getting lighter and lighter and lighter because there is less fuel, so they're getting quicker. In here I already didn't have much fuel on board. I only had fuel for 4 laps on softs. I should have beat this time by probably over a second, or even 1:43 maybe, something like that, easily. But in Forza, even if you're on mediums, fresh mediums in the mid-race are better than the new softs at the beginning of the race, which is fucking crazy, to be honest with you, even if you have the same amount of fuel in. The track evolution is not that high for this massive, for that to be such a big difference. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, if I would have started on mediums and then moved to softs, then this track time will be much better. But because I started on softs and the track evolution didn't kick in yet as hard, I actually got better time on mediums. Which doesn't make fucking sense, to be honest with you. But oh well. Okay, so we came out of this now. Is there anything we can do at the moment? Ocean, Miami. Right. Oh, can we change this event quickly? If we can, we're gonna finish in that one. If I can't join that, then I think we're gonna call it a day. That'll be my sign to finish it. Well, let's see. Yeah, cool. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do anything. Just gonna have to just jump in the game in the car with the car. I practice 2:30. Probably that's how it's gonna take us to do a whole lap around this track.
Take inspiration from the Kyalami Grand Prix circuit's turns, named after fierce
Oh,
jumping
I don't even have Mazda. I have
Be
to
as
buy it.
fast and cunning
Shit,
as a
okay.
leopard, cheetah, lion, or crocodile.
What's she on about? There's only 7 people here. Okay. Let's maybe find something. Let's see. These are just usuals. You will simply dominate. Okay. Well, no, because that change. Wait. Okay, what's the soft? Was only 5 laps. Okay. I'm gonna jump straight into the race. There's no time for anything. There is time for me to go to the toilet.
Seconds to race start.
Right, final race. Shit, almost didn't do anything. Right, everyone put 7 laps. Are those cars take not much more fuel? Should be fine. There's only 7 of us. And no one did qualifying, I think. Come on, boys, keep it clean. Oh, keep it clean. exciting fight for the 6th place, 5th place. Yeah, I have no idea how. Those guys that are like now in 3rd place, or 8 seconds ahead.
Time penalty is 0.4 seconds.
It's not like I'm doing something super stupid. That's 2 seconds per lap, and even on the straight, I'm not gaining enough time on them. Means that my setup must be quite shit compared to theirs, because those cars are exactly the same. Okay, last lap. Probably gonna finish 5th. There's probably a way to drive these cars more efficiently, lose less speed, but I haven't figured out it. Like I lose so much time to those cars, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a spec series, all the cars are exactly the same. So it must be down to the tune or the way people drive those cars that managed to get such a good times. I mean, look at, like, my best lap is 2 seconds off next car. Not great. Yeah. Yeah, number 4 finished almost 10 seconds ahead. 2:05.9. I got 2:07.6. That's almost 2 seconds per lap. That's crazy. So it could be down to the tunes, or it could be just down to the way people drive. They know how to get better speed out of those cars. Could be anything. Okay, and that basically concludes the stream. Oh, my camera is horrible. It's because I don't have enough light here, and I just look very pixelated. Very sorry for that. I'm gonna make myself a bit smaller. There you go. So at least, right, okay. Thank you very much for watching the stream. If you're watching on VOD, I hope you're gonna enjoy it as well. Obviously, leave a like, comment underneath the video if you liked it, what you thought about it, and what do you think about Forza Motorsport multiplayer in general. After today, I'm a bit saddened of how bad some of those races were, especially the one on Catalonia circuit. That was quite bad. You see, my skill rating went up again. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it was 4.888 or 4.8 something, yeah? Now it's 4.912 out of 5,000. And I'm not that good, and the game puts me in the lobby with really, really good players, or people who have really, really good times. So I think unless Turn 10 goes back to this game and revisits those skill sets, like, this should be out of, I don't know, maybe 10,000, you know, to be a bit better. And the same safety. I mean, I'm a safety, and I'm driving with people who just ram into each other all the time. I know it happens in every racing game. Happens in Gran Turismo as well, obviously, but I don't think it happens as often as in here. Alright, never mind. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, bye bye, and I'll see you in a next stream, next video, hopefully. Bye bye.